Man, this been a roller coaster of shape-shifting events, man. Okay. It's it's very difficult to fight, very difficult to understand, but it's very easy to move on. I promise you. I promise you, um, they're gonna say stuff like, because the truth is, like, it doesn't end. It doesn't end. Okay. Um, so it hurts my feeling when they say to me, or if in the future somebody gonna say to me, um, Tim, suicide is a permanent fix, or temporary problem. This is not a temporary problem, okay? Because it's shape shifting. But all you gotta do, man, don't. It sounds stupid to say don't rely on your own understanding, because that's all you have. That's all you have is your reality. And at the sweat of that brow shall thou eat bread, meaning, like, on your independence is how you survive. Okay, that's the message. On your independence is how you survive. Okay, they may not. Some people might think it's like you're frauding the government. Some people, I mean, I'm saying some people, some reptilians with powers and stuff, and I mean, might think you're frauding the government. Some reptilians may think well, because you cheated on your wife, and I mean, some reptilians might think like you're trying to piss off the judge. You know what I mean? Or you try to piss off God, and, like, they want to fight for the, is a shit ton of them, right? But they're supposed to work together, and, like, when they come back, if when they come back together, it's just one, right? Because remember now, uh, a bunch of soldiers acting bad. You go to the sergeant, okay? The sergeant acting bad too. You go to the lieutenant. So you gotta keep climbing, all right? Then you eventually you work all the way up after you pass colonel, lieutenant colonel. You know what I mean? You go all the way up and stuff, man, to the president, right? Right. President acting bad. Who you go to, right? You go to the God, then you go to the Matrix, then you go to the God, you know what I mean? And then you go to the Guardians, you know what I mean? Then you go to the Anarchies, you know what I mean? So you got to keep climbing, right? When God's acting like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Oh, sorry, when people acting like that and so on, and you realize they're gods and shit, or God's using them, because, like, they're puppets and everything. Like, you go through, it's like I go through a door that has mansions. Then I open up a door in the mansions, and I come back into my same room. Then I open up this same room, I see the world. Then I open up the world, I come back into my, you know what I mean? It's just one. Okay? So when I was getting fed stories about Aaron Alexis, because this right here, it didn't started yesterday. What I mean, like, this didn't start in 2018. This didn't start in when I get out Iraq. When I joined 2004. This didn't start in 2004. This didn't start in 96. This has been going on and on and on, and it will keep shape shifting. Okay, and I'm like, I scratching my head. I'm like, they got the wrong person. Even though they have the wrong person, I'm telling you, they have the wrong person. I'm not no killer. Okay, they can make an innocent person look like a killer, and they can make a killer look innocent. Case in point, O.J. Simpson. Okay, an innocent person. I'll say Aaron Alexis. Oh, if because I want to say me, but to them it's like a bitching and bragging. Oh, you think we can? Now you guys did touch me, and you guys fucked my shit up. You guys, I was bamboozled to think as long as I don't stop the people from coming to the house, I won't be arrested. Then in the clause I didn't read, yeah, I gotta vacate the house. So it's like an ongoing cycle. So now they go say, well, it's your fault. It's your fault. Oh, sorry, it's my fault for not reading the stuff, right? Bro, like, when you guys give me headaches and stuff, man, I ain't reading shit no more. So no, I see what they want me to see. I read what they want me to read. I process what they want me to process. So it's like when they telling me in my head through vibrations and shit, which is to me is strong evidence of schizophrenia. And remember now, according to the VI I talked to on Wednesday, there's nothing in my file that says schizophrenia. So like they fuck tradition, and that's what the message I'm getting. They don't give a fuck about tradition. Tradition is history. They could do what they want to do, and that's what they did. You know what I mean? You know, because at one point too, right? I could feel the energy saying like, oh, he want to pretend to be schizo. Well, we'll make him schizo. Oh no, I'm schizo paranoia, right? Because I was trying to sell a pitch to the fucking sheriff. Yo, back the fuck off, man. People coming here with from coming back from deployment with what kind of illnesses and shit, man. You guys fucking with them, man. You know what I mean? Well, that's it. Like they could do shit like that. Because remember now, man, nobody is remembering this. Fuck the 2 fake heart attacks they hit me with. I would drive my car and they putting the lights on. That's a wrong right there. They'll put their lights on the fuck with me. Oh, nah, we just. Oh, so you're trying to make me paranoid. So I'm trying to see what's going on. And I mean, so if you're trying to make me paranoid, well, I'm going to go to your bosses and say, like, oh, I'm coming back from the point with paranoid. No, they make him, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't give a fuck about the rules and shit. But one thing I got to do, though, I got to pay attention to so they don't play by their rules, but I have to play by their rules, definitely. Both rules, the spiritual Illuminati rules, I got to play by the physical rules, the Supreme Court rules, because I will end up like Aaron Alexis. And I'll be innocent, but no, fuck that. I'll end up like George Floyd, the same one I didn't want to protest and so on. Because I live in a community and shit that I never wanted to come off like a black militant. Because once again, you're paying attention to the room. If everybody in the room is wearing white, okay, and I just come and I get them the call and stuff, and I wear my old uniform and stuff, and they in a brand new uniform, I have to run back home and change. That's a military status quo right there. You know? And I got fucked up for that shit. You know what I mean? Now I doing the bigger brother stuff now. You know what I mean? Like, why are they giving us a hard time? They're like, maybe they don't know. You know what I mean? Let me go talk to the officer. Hey, reptilian officers and stuff, like who is controlled by the reptilians and stuff, and they want to play educated and stuff, but they don't want to listen to the educated rules. Hey, sometimes you get stuff online that could be over exaggerated lies and stuff. Could I sit down and talk with? Nobody want to talk with me. You know what I mean? Only person to talk to me was a local guy, the local sheriff of Evans Mills. And all he said is that, like, you know what? Just keep it. If you want to use the lights, go in the parking lot and stuff, that's fine. But when they come on the main DOT, it's a different rule and so on. You know what I mean? You know? And that's what he's saying. But remember now, he's not, he's a subcategory. He's like, he's not one of the main players. You know what I mean? Will he be a non-playable character? I mean, so really and true. He's not. I can't even call him an NPC. You know what I mean? He's not. He's not of anything significant because if other bosses control you know what I mean? Like what you saying to me is not strong enough because you know you just a local guy. You know what I mean? You know, when you want to talk about stuff like that and so on, you got to go to the state troopers. You know what I mean? Those who control New York State, who knows New York State traffic laws. You know what I mean? And they just block me from that. And like, I'm trying to get over that. And when I try to get over that now, I'm just getting arrested because they know I move slow. And like, that's the Matrix. Remember now, right? The controller is making laps around in the Matrix that came out in 2021. They running laps around me. You know what I mean? So when I start feel like I'm moving forward and so on, no, I gotta leave my house. You know what I mean? And I'm thank God that like they stopped me from committing suicide. I'm really glad. You know? And I just gotta leave my house, man. I'm not packing up nothing. Sorry, I'm not my girlfriend and stuff, man, she's gonna pay the money and stuff, man, when it's in storage. I mentioned something like let me spend a night at your crib so I could kind of get a feel of how it feels to live at your house and so on. And I guess I don't know how that came across disrespectful. So like we have a communication problem, man, and that's just it. Why are we playing games and it's a communication problem and all I experiencing is pain?